I have not met Mauricio.
He's my co-writer on these last 3 films.
Yeah, no, I only get the pleasure of you.
Hi.
Hello, Mauricio.
How are you?
A wonderful.
A pleasure. Debbie Elias.
You guys know each other?
We do.
We do.
Many interviews.
Many years.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Do you always do this?
Yes, I do. And I've done all but the first 5.
Okay. And what is this? What number is this?
32, I think.
Okay.
32. And then I've done every LA Film Festival. So this is my passion. This is my and.
It's nice. It's good, but yeah, it's fun. I mean,
and your films always end up here.
Well, this is our. We're proud. This is our 3rd film that we've written together, and 3rd time we've been here with the film, and it's meaningful, and it's also like totally a community, and that feels also that's like a big part of this experience for filmmakers is to see other people who are going through the same struggles and in this moment being recognized. So.
How exciting or how surprising was it for you to see the reception that Little Men got?
It was. I can't really say that I was surprised because you always expecting and hoping for the best reception possible. It was satisfying, and it was a good, the nomination was a good way to be recognized, to see that the film was recognized, and it's great to, in the end of this long process, end up here, with Ira, with Paulina, our actress, who is also nominated. So it's great.
And of course, let's not forget my favorite person.
Michael.
No.
Oh.
Theo.
Theo. Oh yeah. I forgot which side. There's always one or the other. Yeah, she was really into Theo. I did a good interview with him. Theo has sent. I have to tell you that since in the last year, he's been sending me about every few months a new film that he's made, and he's getting really good. He's gonna be here one day, and I would say give him 10 more years.
He sends them to me too.
They're good, right?
And
they've really developed.
They really have, and what was so interesting is, and I should send you the link, he did my radio show in August, and he did it with Scott Hecker from Formosa Group about sound, and Theo's like, do you mind if I ask a question of Scott? And I said, no, Theo, take advantage. You've got Oscar nominee here, and he's asking Scott Hecker all these very technical questions about a sound problem he was having with his new film, and did he have any suggestions how to correct it? And Scott spent probably 10, 12 minutes of the interview with going back and forth with Theo as a filmmaker.
So beautiful. It's just very interesting to see him come. It's like in the film, he's coming alive as an artist and as a young man, and that's pretty exciting.
So we've seen so many things from the two of you. What am I going to see next?
Well, we're finishing a script about Montgomery Clift that we've been working on for a couple of years, and it's a kind of reverie of a man who lived a very violent life. I mean, in terms of the things that he was up against and the ways that his artistry tried to sort of go against that pressure. His sensitivity is really part of his soul, and it was part of his life, too. So
I can't wait.
We're working on that.
Now, you'll be directing? And when can we expect to see this, Jam Boys?
I wouldn't risk giving it a date at this point. I don't know, because we're just finishing the script now.
Yeah.
So you know how it is with this independent, film world. It takes time, but hopefully next year,
I need one interview a year with this man. I go through Ira Sachs withdrawal.
It might take us an extra year this time, but which is actually fine. We've been on this really
this one's
interesting
bigger. It's a little bigger than our last film, so it might take a little bit more work.
But I think for me, just the fact that I'm still doing this at 51, and it was certainly not a given at 20, it was not a given at 30, it was not a given at 40. So I think the fact that we're able to make these films is really is something I feel very grateful for.
Well, as long as you two keep making them, you know I'm going to keep watching them. Ira, thank you. It's so good
I'll tell
to
Theo I
see
saw you.
Yes. Thank you,
Nice to meet you.
Mauricio. A pleasure.